Con.
I can listen into it.
Yeah, see,
Listen
yeah.
to it tonight.
Oh, yeah, we on them.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay. Once again, we are the Hebrew Israelites out of Great Millstone, the Atlanta Church. We want to start off by giving all praises, all glory, all honor unto Yahweh. We want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there. Okay? This is another day that the Lord has appointed for us to come out here on the weekend, prophesy according to His word. All right? And the Spirit of the Son, Yahweh Shai, to let the world know what is to come.
It's might be better, yeah.
All right? Because in the future, there's going to be a number of major events to occur in the earth. All right? Prophecies. The next major prophecy to come is the MOTB. Okay? Which is the mark of the beast found in Revelation the 13th chapter. All right? Which will actually be a physical device that will be placed inside the human body. Okay? The proof of that is you got Elon Musk with his project company called Neuralink, which they've already, through the FDA, approved human trials to put a BCI, brain computer interface, inside the minds of human beings to test it out. We tested in certain animals, all right, certain apes, monkeys, but now this is approved for humans. Okay? That lines up with Bible prophecy. Remember the 13th chapter. And then once that prophecy is fulfilled, let's start putting this on your head, this says forehead, but also in your hands as well. Your hands, okay? Then you're going to have the war of Armageddon take place. And things are going to happen quick. And that's going to be when America is destroyed. All right? And we're seeing the world move towards that future at a rapid pace. According to the scripture.
I got something right here. This is Habakkuk, 2nd chapter, and the 3rd verse. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
Right, so you have the prophet Habakkuk saying that the visions or the prophecies are set forth for an appointed time, right? For example, if you go back to the law in the book of Deuteronomy, it said that the Israelites are going to come into another land in slave ships, okay? Well, that was set up for an appointed time, and it happened in the future with the Israelites out of West Africa coming into America, serving slavery. That was set forth for an appointed time. Okay? So now, what I was just speaking on, with the mark of the beast that's coming, which isn't sin, it's not an embargo, it's not
Christianity.
yeah, Christianity and John 3:16, and if you believe it, you can achieve it. No. Okay? It's talking about a physical device that is going to be pushed forward by the governmental system of the countries of this world to put a device in your hand or in your forehead. Okay?
I do, but it
That prophecy is set forth for an appointed time. All right? And it says, at the end it shall speak, meaning it's going to manifest itself. So the prophets, we say it before it happens. Okay? As it started with the apostles and others of Great Millstone, have always done. Okay? And we said it. And now we're seeing it start to take place.
And not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Right, and it says, and not lie. So now let's say this, right? So it says, and not lie. So now the Israelites can answer us this, okay? From the time the explosion of Israel came on the internet and YouTube until now, okay? When it's come down to the prophecies, has GMS lied to you? As the apostles, Apostle Paul, Apostle Paul, Apostle Ron, Apostle Cook, on down, have they lied to you about what is coming? Right? When you look at the different leaders of Israel, whether it's General Nathaniel of IUIC, General Yohana of IGPK, or the other leaders in Israel, okay? When it comes down to the prophecies, all right, are we not seeing the very words of the apostles of Great Millstone and the bishops and elders and other brothers? Are we not seeing it come to pass? Okay? Because about 10 years ago, Bishop Nathaniel, right, General Nate Levin, right, he was saying it was June, and there's no chips. But now we're still here by the grace of the Lord. So the prophecies are moving forward still. Okay? We're still teaching. So now you have it 10 years later, and now we just came out of the month of June, and the FDA approved brain chips.
Yeah, and all these company investors are investing towards microchip technology. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know, that's a multi-billion-dollar industry now.
Yeah. Neuralink.
Neuralink, you know, it's like a rat race for these tech megalodons, these tech giants, to pretty much revolutionize the chip. You see, there's levels to the chip. I just put it in the group about how they have certain technological glasses that can actually pick up the individuals that you can actually pick up the people that attract to you, as well as many other things, capabilities from this real certain light on your eyelids.
Right. Oh, now that goes into biometrics. Now what they can also do, and you can look this up, okay? They have something to where you can identify. They want to have a technology to where you can identify people through biometrics based off of pheromones and smell. Okay? Using the pheromones of a person to identify mood. Because they can detect it in animals. Animals do that. Okay? Animals mark the territory where they give off a certain smell, all right, that will let another creature know, oh, this is another fox's territory. Right. But now Esau has the technology through biometrics, which means body measuring of the body, the technology. They want to use pheromones, okay? Because you can detect certain things within men and women based upon their pheromones, which you can check their mood, their attractiveness to you, okay? Of the wicked of Esau to have that godlike control over the people on this earth, okay? So when it comes down to, you know, to what we've been saying, right? To what we've been saying, right? Like what the elder just read, and not lie. We have not lied to you. There's no thousands of dollars, millions of dollars that you can look up and say that GMS has a true name. Okay? Okay. We're just like the rest of you. Okay? Oh yeah. Now sometimes I do videos on this. I'm glad you pulled this up, right? So now this is under Yahoo Finance. This is RFID Global Market Report. Because RFID, it has been used for a number of years now. It's not just the RFID chip that you're going to put in your hand. RFID is a technology that is implemented in a number of different ways. So that market has a report that they do every year around the world that these people track. So it says there is a surge in adoption of RFID tags for Industry 4.0, Internet of Things, and smart manufacturing presents opportunities. This is from April 27, 2023. Okay? It says the global RFID market was valued at $31.4 billion in 2021. and is expected to reach 49.7 billion by 2027.
Wow.
The compound annual growth rate of the market is estimated to grow by 8.2% over the forecast period from 2022 to 2027. Why is that? Well, there's another report. You can look up. This is based off of the EU, okay, and NATO. You can look up the EU and NATO growth and development technologies, or RFID. Okay, what you gotta understand is all these things tie into the government. They can all be tied into infrastructure. They can all be tied into banking. You have these governments around the world doing a major push to national IDs. Okay? No need for having a separate driver's license, having a separate debit or credit card, having a separate, it's going to be all one. They're doing it in Australia. Okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just doing some research about the Neuralink, because you know they just got the approval to do so.
Right.
So it says, what are these brain computers? It says Neuralink's brain computers are made up of a thin, flexible chip that is implanted into the brain. The chip is connected to a small wireless transmitter that sits outside the skull. The transmitter sends and receives signals between the chip and a computer. Now I went down and it says, now these are their goals, all right, because you know the scripture talks about the left hand miracles. It says Neuralink can treat a wide range of neurological disorders, including Alzheimer's disease. It says Parkinson's disease and spinal cord injuries. Furthermore, improve human enhanced memory, learning, and attention.
These are sicknesses that the medical industry can't seem to crack. You know, they can give you certain medications to try to curb the sickness, but you'll always have Parkinson's, always have Alzheimer's. As really far as the medical system as we all know it, they can't cure anything. You know, they're going to constantly give you certain things, but you will have to live with that sickness or that ailment until the point of death, man. So, them actually putting these trials in with Neuralink to like you just said, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, all these different brain and neurological, mental, as well as physical conditions, you know, because it goes into paralysis and things of that nature too. You know, that's like you just said, that's a miracle.
Good.
Medical, like Brother said when he told you the other week, that this can be referred to as a medical miracle. You know?
Yeah, but I got something. Let me read this right quick. It says the same article. RFID technology is expected to witness a steady growth in the coming years, which is attributed to the increasing demand for locating, tracking, and monitoring objects and beings for security safety.
And that's free and bond also, because it will give a lot of these prisoners a lot more leisure to get off. Because what, I think a few years ago they were speaking about letting out like a few thousand prisoners, you know, giving, and then I think Chicago they were speaking about certain legislation regarding these different prisoners, you know, because what, hell, as far as these incarcerations, man, the prison be filled up with a lot of chicks, you know, but they're trying to revolutionize the whole prison. Like you have what, prison industrial complex, you know, where the whole thing was to stuff all these different jakes in these different prisons. But hell, a lot of that is even starting to become a little overwhelming to keep jakes locked down like that, man. So they're gonna need advanced technology to control and monitor these different things, man.
Right. I mean, you got to think about it too, right? So, what has happened, let's say from 1900 to 2020, right? You had the major industrial revolution that happened, right? You started post-slavery, okay? So that means the industry of America had to change, because the beginning stages of the United States was what? Was slave labor. So when the emancipation happened, right, 1863, 1865, Juneteenth, right, that history, you had people called the carpetbaggers. It was coming down from, you know, I mean, that's where you get the Yankees from, right? Then you had the, you know, people coming from the north to the south, right? Vice versa, south to the north. Major oil refineries and factories started to pop up over the late 1800s, early 1900s. Major inventions, cotton gin, okay? That's when you started to see a lot of Israelites, Jake, come out of slavery, and certain freemen were being able to make in certain local municipalities will come to Congress, put into like local, what you call them, aldermen, you know, positions like that. So things revolutionized in the early 1900s. So then laws revolutionized. You had Jim Crow law. Things changed. Civil rights came. Okay? So now, what you had with the so-called new millennium, that was what? That was called the dot-com boom. Remember the Y2K bug and the Y2K era? The fear, the scare back then? Okay? Now, 20 years later, now it's about moving everything to digital. When Obama came into office, he had everything go from analog to digital, like HD. Now everything goes from analog to now. You can put this type of technology, really more so RFID, NFC, near-field communication technology, not just in America, not just in Europe, but all around the world. It's all being revolutionized. Okay? Quantum computing is at a high rate. Okay?
Real quick. 2 Corinthians 2:11. That Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, and that devices, we talk about his schemes, his plots, his plans, things that he wants to actually do. But in order to actually have those plans implemented and to have them move forward, he creates technology. The steam engine was a major technology that moved forward the Industrial Revolution. Oil rigs, okay? No longer having to rely on sailboats and sail ships and coal. That moved towards the steam power engine in the early 1900s. So what's the 100 years later? What's the new technology? These microchips. That's why that thing, that conflict, that war, whatever you want to call it, or that turmoil over there in the South China Sea, that was a major part of Trump's presidency and Biden coming into office. Because major microchips come out of Eastern Asia, Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Okay?
Taiwan
Taiwan is a major.
is the leading chip maker in the world.
Yep.
Right.
The Chinese like, well, the hell is shit. We'll just keep it here.
Yeah, keep it right.
And we'll tax them.
Yeah, tax, yeah.
Heavily. Biden didn't want to do that. So you see the conflict there, right? And yeah, the microchip wars, okay, is upon us, right? So now my point is, going back to the scripture that Elder read in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, has everything that we've said, when the apostles on down up to this point, have we lied? No. Not much history and information that's came out in the last 5 to 8 minutes. Okay? Think about it. Use your brain. Okay? It says, shall surely come and shall not tarry.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with a lot of these congregation leaders, IUIC, ISUPK. They don't want to acknowledge the elephant in the room because it's going to acknowledge the prophecies of what the apostles and elders been speaking about for years, man. It's not too hard to connect the dots, man. Especially when you see these things occurring right in front of you. This is not a far-fetched notion of reality that we're coming up with. When you got these multi-billion, everybody knows that Elon Musk. Who the hell, you go around the United States, Mark Zuckerberg, these tech giants, you know, and you know they're using their billions to forward and advance the society, you know, in a negative know, for a negative point, you know, from an oppositional standpoint. You know, they're pretty much lesser luminaries, you know, that work in the tech field, man. From Google, Twitter, and Instagram, all these different things are steam engines, or, you know, engines that really push to disconnect you from reality, man.
That's right.
They say social media has really created
A delusion.
an environment of disconnect, of social anxiety and things like that, so social awkwardness. It does the exact opposite. So in Isaiah 29 chapter, showing you turning a thing upside down, stopping a thing, making Father's pleasure. So these people are gonna, and I've seen posts even on the internet of individuals that would desire the chip. It's a lot of people that actually want that chip.
Yeah, they did a poll in Australia. Pretty much they put it out there. Would you take a payment chip? And I believe over 50% of the people in that country that vote, it was a high number, maybe like 60-something%. It was a high number. I mean, you can look up and find the numbers. But they had a poll in Australia about it. Okay, that's one of the leading countries. Sweden, one of the leading countries.
Always.
Okay? And this technology, this is a new revolution. Okay?
Yeah, and those folks not playing about their microchips, man. They feel like at the end of the day, when you get to a certain age, like a lot of people have to go across the city to city to check on their great grandmother or great grandfather that's, you know, dialysis, pretty much sickly, you know. With those microchips and this advanced technology, you know, it pretty much does the heavy lifting that they don't have to do. And the masthetic people, they operate off of convenience. A 30 to 40 minute commute here, 30 to 40 commute back after doing your 8 to 10 hour shifts and all that. And then you got to, you know what I'm saying, take them XYZ hospital and all that. And they got a chip, you know, and they got some type of technological modernization that actually sends things straight to a database that can send straight to your phone what's to happen, you know, or a crisis or emergency. That makes things that much convenient. On top of actually informing or alerting, what they call it, ambulance and things of that nature. Well, what was one of the big things? It was years back with life alert. All senior citizens should have life alert. You know, but that's like first generation technology. It's all to push towards the full advancement, which is fully that chip. But to have these different things, like I said, these technological devices around you, that makes things so much more convenient for the old, the young, rich, the poor. It's the convenience, man.
Con. This is second Ezra, just to back up what the brother Tazarian was talking about as far as how we lie. No. Okay. And just to add on certain points. So this is second Ezra 9, start from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, but I'm just stopping right there because we actually see a lot of these certain prophecies coming to pass, and we also believe and see that certain prophecies is going to happen, okay? Because it's all in the scriptures, man. So that alone lets you know that this is not make-believe. This is not a fairy tale. Yep, certain signs, yep.
If you're traveling on the road, you're trying to get from point A to point B, that's why the state roads, they require you to have a sign every couple of miles, every couple of exits, so you know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Lord did with us, did for us with prophecy.
Yeah, the thing is, even though a lot of these guys try to, you know, try not to acknowledge these different things, technology is going to move regardless, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Just like whether it's stoplight, whether it's vehicles, any type of technological advancement, a nigga couldn't speak out against these different things from advancing society, man. So you got guys like IUIC and ISUBK that try to speak like these things aren't going to shape the reality around us. You have no say-so in the ordeal, man.
Yeah.
Scripture says, so what if some did not believe?
Right.
You think these billionaires is going to stop this billion-dollar funding? We just went into the actual revenue that it's billions of dollars, man. Not millions of dollars, but billions of dollars, man. You know? And you have, like I said, it even goes to the top. You have BlackRock, Vanguard. These individuals are pro RFID chip. It goes to the top of the food chain of these devils, the Illuminati. Their whole thing is to push the RFID chip.
Their whole thing is to be like gods. Be like the Most High. The Most High can number the hairs on your head. Best believe Esau wants to get to that point.
I actually saw an interview. I don't know the guy's name, but he was basically saying, it was a professor. He was basically saying how he was like, yes, we believe that we can do better than God. He came out his own mouth.
There you go.
Oh, okay, God.
First Samuel 9:9. It's before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, come, let us go to the seer, for he that is now called a prophet, for time that is seer. Part of being a prophet is being able to see what's going on in the earth. It's clear, man. I think in that same chapter, in this manifest.
Yep.
It's supposed to be made clear.
Yeah.
But you can't see it until the Lord put the damn blockers on it.
Yeah, the sleepers.
Well, that's Isaiah. Just right there.
Yeah.
Because the Lord only wants the elect. There's only a chosen few number of Israelites that are going to be able to see and make it all the way through. Because you got Israelites that know that the mark is the, the Quran chip is coming, right? But depending on what they believe and how they move, they still may not be on the elect, right? But the Lord, it's just, that's up for the Lord to decide. Okay? But there's people, there's Edomites that know what it is. But they're Edomites, they're not going to make it. But some of them so-called white people that see it, they're a jack anyway. So they could be delivered. It's all on the Lord. Okay? You can finish that.
God, going back to 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. Now we're at verse 2. It reads, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time. And I'm going to just stop right there. I got this word understand too. It's a verb. It says to comprehend, grasp the ideal of, receive from a word or words, or from a sign the idea that is intended, okay? To view in a certain way. So all these signs that we're actually witnessing, concerning prophecy, the things that's going on upon this earth right now, these different things lead us into believing in the Lord more, okay? It's confirmed unto us that this is true, man.
Yeah, you have reading comprehension. A lot of guys read this Bible, but they can't comprehend the prophecies. Just because you read something don't mean that you have the ability to comprehend.
Yep.
That's why you would need, even in ancient times, individuals to interpret the vision. You would have, it was even a lot of times certain prophets would receive visions and they would have to get an angel, to break down the vision. Because these things are coming like parables, they come dark sayings, dark visions, and things of that nature, and a lot of people can't fathom what would come in times, what would occur in times to come, man.
Like the Ethiopian eunuch. He said, thou understandest what thou readest? No, he didn't. He had to have a teacher, man.
Yeah, you can read it, but that doesn't, he didn't understand.
Right, he didn't understand what he was reading. The eye salve.
Yep.
But the key was having humility to receive the vision. Because a lot of these guys don't have the vision, and you tell them what it is, but they puffed up and they think that they can tell you otherwise.
Right, and it's pride. A lot of when it comes down to the prophecy and the very intricate things of the scriptures, the pride of a man is what that ultimate spirit leads to destruction and fall.
What Jack say? I don't see it. don't see it. But that don't mean it's not true.
Yep. Because the scripture says, and I believe it's in 2 Colossians, though I be absent in the flesh, I am with you in the spirit. So even the Lord, he's not actually physically here, but it's just, we understand that he's with us in the spirit. Meaning we know. The scripture says we know. Okay? Want me to finish it?
Yeah.
Okay, Con. Verse 2, 2 Ezra 9 and 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he had made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and the wars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand. So it actually says it again, but this time it says well understand. See, compare and contrast. Key words matter, man. We shall well understand, man. We shall know. It says that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, which was written for our understanding. It says from the, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath an beginning and an end is manifest. Okay. And how do we know these things, man? All right. Certain blood moons, super moons, chariot sightings that the world enemy call UFOs, and really prophecy, man. They're actually making the CHIP, man, the chip, okay, to put within you. All right. So all these things, and it's more than that, man. But all these things are actually true. He said, Lord, come and invite him of a book. Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, and the 17th verse. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. So that's who we are. When the prophets come out here and teach, we're watching what? We're watching for the prophecies to be fulfilled, right? Okay? All right? Unto who? Unto the house of Israel. So-called Negroes, that's who is Native Americans. But really for the elect of the house of Israel. The elect of so-called Negroes, that's who is Native Americans. All right? Because when you have a watchman, what does he watch for? He watches what? To see what's happening around his surroundings, man. In the area that he's at. So he can give them what? Warning, man. And that's what he's supposed to be doing. So let me put it. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, which are the prophets of the Lord. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be warning the elect of the nation of Israel that what? The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, man. Not to take it. Okay? Okay, so if you're not in all the prophecies that's about to be fulfilled, man, and are being fulfilled, okay? So that's our job, to come out there and give them warning, man. Look, don't take that RFID chip. If you take it, it's going to destroy you. This is what the mark of the beast is, and then go into it and break it down, man. So, yeah, it's a lot to go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was about to say, just like when that massive sickness went around the C-19,
yeah,
he told, as well as a lot of other individuals told him, don't take that jab, man.
Right,
It's going to jack you up. And as time proceeded, a lot of people spoke against it. You had the jab versus the unjab.
right.
And a lot of the people that got jabbed, they got jacked up, as we said, man. Mysterious deaths, individuals that actually, bodybuilders and athletes that never had any type of
Tip-top shape.
And then you
Drop it dead. All of a sudden, right? Out of nowhere.
it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Having Bell's parsley.
Right, bell part, bodies all jacked up. A lot of them more with that statement on that. But that's just one aspect of it. It's gonna hell. I just watched the video yesterday. Bill Gates was saying that there's gonna be another wave of
but he's trying to push his agenda out there. And he doesn't care how many people have to be so-called sacrificed or sacrificed. He doesn't care about the souls of the people that got to go. He doesn't care about your mom and them.
Yep.
Okay, he don't care about how much money you make in movies. He don't care about the lesser luminaries. Meaning you don't sold out, he don't give a dizzy.
Yep.
You serve your purpose until he don't need you no more. Right? As Scripture talks about in the book of Wisdom Psalm in the 2nd chapter, he uses the creatures. He uses the creatures for his use. You know? He manipulates the creatures for his use. So that's how he uses people and the beings and things and animals. Okay?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's what we're supposed to do, man. We're supposed to get on the morning, man. We're to watch it. You see what I'm saying? You know? Well, so if you're not giving the elect warning of what's to come, you know what I'm saying? You're like a dog that can't walk, like it's say, man. Yeah, you're like dumb dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's our job, man. Give who warning. He elected the nation of Israel, which are elected the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So we're warning you. Look, let me take that RFID chip. Look, the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. Okay? Which is remember Revelation 13 chapter 16 verse. Okay? You know, so that's our job, man. You know? Man.
The majority of the people don't understand trends. It's something in the market called trends. You have something called trends. You have market outlook, right? Because that was one of the examples that Hunter brought out, and that guy who funded about the billions of dollars being pumped towards RFID technology and the projection of it.
Right.
Because they see the trends going up. Okay? The application of RFID and VR, social media, these apps, the trends is going up. So they can make certain amount of projections. You got to think about certain millions of people sign up for now they got this new app on the Meta called Threads. Which is supposed to be
I heard about that.
It's supposed to be the new
Twitter.
Right.
Yeah, I heard
Right?
about that.
The red competition with Twitter.
Everybody
Threads.
Yeah.
You know how many Instagram people signed up for Threads because of Twitter? Now, what came out earlier with Twitter? With Elon Musk. You can only see so many different posts. If you verify, you see maybe 6,000 posts, and not 600.
Oh yeah, 600. Yeah.
So and they're all in on it fucking together. All these people, they're all in on it together. They all make money together.
Yeah.
Okay? As soon as that happens, Meta introduces Threads. Because they all got to make money. And what's the ability to make money in a capitalist society without competition? They teach you that at, that in 8th grade, 9th grade. Man, teach you. This is a capitalist society. You need competition. Okay? And people fall for the verses. Like, you know, verses and all this, you know.
So the master of these people believe, all right, if I'm on this side, that's me directly coming against this CEO, this billionaire. But really, you just fall into the trap.
Right. That's right. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, and once again, those are his plots, his schemes.
Right.
You understand? Esau's a super villain.
Yep.
Right? You know who the greatest super villain in history is? Nope.
Lex
Comes down
Luthor.
the planet. Nope. He's one of the most intelligent. Nope, the Emperor from Star Wars. Because he was an actual senator that moved up the governmental ranks. He caused the war, pushed money towards the war, manipulated the other senators around him, and then at the final end, he said the peacekeepers were the bad guys. Same thing that the Romans did to the Israelites.
That reminds me of the 12 feathers.
Yeah, so
But that's where they get the concept from. But still, Emperor Palpatine, they say that's like the greatest super villain of all time.
yeah.
Right? Because in your face, he's a regular politician. He look like, look up pictures of Joe Biden, and look up pictures of Emperor Palpatine. Right? But the policies led to evil empire. That's what all these presidents are doing, all these governmental leaders. Esau's a super villain. He's really a dark lord of Satan behind the scenes. So all this technology, all this, you know,
What the bishop had identified the beast said, two ones like a man, just make like me right there. Right. That try to present this soft exterior. Right. But behind the scenes, is the ultimate deceiver.
And that's the power of being in politics. Is that the art of charisma, man, to corral the masses of the people, just like a Judas goat. You look at a Judas goat whole job is to corral the sheep, man. A Judas goat even looks like a sheep to the sheep, man. So the masses of the congregation of sheep will follow that Judas goat. I watched the video. It said his main objective is for the sheep to trust him. And then when it gets to the slaughterhouse, the Judas goat actually leads in the fright of going in the slaughterhouse, but he busts a quick right.
Bust quick.
Bust a quick one, and they all go in the slaughterhouse.
I got,
And the same,
but you know what that's called, right? It's called subtlety. You know, it's called subtlety. And I got this quick scripture, if I may, just to land back off the brothers. Genesis 3, starting at the top. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. If I may expound on that, bro. When man was created in the form of a beast also. When the Lord brought man out of the waters on the 5th day, he was in a beast-like state, which goes into, that's why the Lord breathed the breath of life into Adam.
Yeah.
That's what took Adam out of that beast-like state. So when it goes into how the serpent was more subtle than any beast, it's actually talking about the beast of mankind. Okay? Because mankind at one point was in a beast-like state. The sons of men, you got the sons of men, three types of men. Children of men, children of Satan, and the children of the Most High. So when it says that the serpent was more subtle than any beast, it's not talking about actual mammals in that aspect. You know, he's more subtle than cows, more subtle than the eagle. No, he's the most subtle beast out of mankind, man. Okay? And that serpent is going to that wicked spirit, that wicked soul, which then became who? Cain, which later became who? Esau.
well, you have also the definition of subtle. Sub is under, utility represents the web. How you know how to work up under the shadows, man. You have something on the shadow government.
You got the dark web.
Dark web.
Under the web.
Under the web. Covert operations, man. Everything that you see overtly on the internet, that's not even really, that's only a percentage of the internet. That's only a percentage of what you actually can comprehend. It's so much, you speak about the depths of Satan. That's the subtlety, man.
Tip of the iceberg. You got the iceberg underneath it.
Yeah. Well, the condition of the earth, the condition of the earth right now as stands is based upon the level of subtlety of the serpent. All this madness that's going on, you go back to the subtlety of the serpent. He pretty much two-timed everybody, bamboozled every goddamn body to the point to where the Heavenly Father could send back his only begotten Son.
Right. He's evil. He is evil. He has plots and schemes set up to get the people underneath this web.
Yep.
Got you right here. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. See, so as elders, bishops, brothers is talking about substance, right? And his soul wasn't right all the way from the beginning. Okay? His soul wasn't right from the beginning, man. That's why it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, man. So there's nothing upright about the so-called white man, man.
Right.
From jump, he was never right, man. He was never upright. He was always about lies and deceit and murder.
Right.
Because he killed his brother Abel, man. Okay? It says, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. You see what I'm saying? And wine represents not actual wine, but his philosophies, man. His way of thinking. Okay? Just like his way of thinking all the way from the beginning, man. He's always transgressing by his bullshit philosophy, man.
The original transgression was when he deceived Eve.
Yeah, when he deceived Eve.
That was mine.
Right.
That
right.
he gave Eve. He put a cup to her mouth.
Yep.
The spiritual cup, and he made her fornicate.
Yep.
So he been transgressing by wine, by his ways of life. God, he don't want you to know that you're a God like him.
Right.
You know because Esau always had a God complex.
Yeah.
You know, he always seen himself as being able to be the Most High, man.
Right.
So really, Esau envies the Most High. Okay, he envies Yahweh. That's why the Lord is gonna bring all kinds of judgment on this goddamn devil, because he think he too goddamn slick. That's what it is. He think he too goddamn slick. You ain't nothing slick to a can of oil, man. The Most High created slickness, like Apostle Ramlab said. How the hell you gonna outslick the person that created slickness? Or if you was that goddamn slick, how you get slicked out of your birthright?
Right. Exactly.
If you that goddamn slick,
You know what like you just said, right? Remember that? So the wicked came, the serpent was slick. So what the spirit did was create
a supplanter. Exactly.
He created Jacob.
Yep.
Because however slick the serpent and something he think he is, Jacob supplants the serpent.
Yep.
You know, that was the response of the Holy Spirit to that contrary spirit that started in the garden with Cain.
Yeah, but you got balance.
Yeah, it's
You got
balance.
balance. But you got the right hand side of Yahweh. You got the left hand side of Yahweh. Okay? Which is Esau, which is a so-called white man. That's right. You know, so that's that balance that Most High created, man. Okay, but you can't have the righteousness and then not have the wickedness.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know?
Because then what is righteousness?
Right. Then what is righteousness?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where the other side really validates the other side.
Right.
So
right.
in order for there to be a code, there has to be a high.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's just what is code.
Right.
Everything, if everything is cold, what is cold? It's just normal. You know? So if there was no balance to it, then it would just be normal. So the Lord created these two extremes. Like the scripture says, I give you good, life is good, death and evil, and man shall set forth his hand whatsoever he like. Right. You know? So the two extremes give the balance to the hour by shot. You know?
That's all right here. This is Daniel, the 4th chapter, and the 17th verse. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know, like you saw, okay, all the heathen nations, even the nation of Israel, so-called white men, that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So, you know, here it is, you got the so-called white man sitting up there thinking that he can be the Most High. But you ain't ruling in the kingdom of men. Right. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, he's ruling in the kingdom of men.
That's
man.
right, Elder.
Okay? It says, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. Right? Because Job 9:24, the scripture said the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So who gave you the rulership of the earth, man? Was it by your guile and your lies and your deceit, your subtleness? No, man.
Right.
The Heavenly Father gave you the rulership of the earth, man.
Yep.
Okay? And now you done got proud, even before Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. So now he's going to humble your ass and take your ass down, man. Cut. And set it up over it the basis of men, which is who? Which is who? It's the so-called white man. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's the wicked? Who's the wicked? So-called white man. Edom, Esau.
Yep. Real quick, Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mountain of the congregation, on the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. So that scripture links up with in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, where it says he shall speak great things. Swelling words. I see a nose with a mouth. He shall speak great things. A part of them speaking those great things was what? Trying to go into outer space.
Right.
Saying that if there was an alien invasion, will we not put aside our differences to fight again? That's him trying to ascend above the stars of heaven. That's him speaking great things, speaking things of pride, man. But that does not the scripture say, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. See, you got to remember, you've been a slickster from the beginning. Don't get it twisted. But you remember, you was slick and you was at the bottom too. So just because you at the top, now you think you can out-slick everybody. Well, what happened when Jake was ruling over you?
Right.
You was still a slickster, but you ain't had the throne.
Right.
Only thing is, the Lord just gave you y'all stupid asses the throne, man.
That's why you know he's prideful. Because you don't got as slick and evil and diabolical as the Edomites think they are. You at least you always get got. You always get caught up.
Always.
The first time you got caught up, right? You despised Esau, so you despised the birthright, and Jacob bought the birthright off of you. You gave it up.
Right.
Okay? But you were dumb enough to do that. You got supplanted.
Yep. You got supplanted.
Right? And then, right, later on in history, okay, you got pushed into the caves. Because like the basis of men.
Yep.
So now you came out, you had your rebirth, your renaissance. Guess what? Jacob is going to get you again, but this time for good.
Yeah.
That's right. I got you right here.
Yep.
I got you right here. This is Ecclesiasticus, the 10th chapter and the 8th verse. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. We just talk about Esau being a slickster. But who gave you that subtle spirit, man? Who put that spirit in your demonic ass brain, man?
Right.
Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, all right? Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. Yeah, because your riches are by deceit, man. Okay? You stole, robbed, lied, slicked, swindled. Okay? It says, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So that means what? You in rulership, but guess what? You're going to lose your rulership, man.
Right.
And it's going to be given to who? The true rulers of the earth. Number one, starting with Yahweh Shai and the nation, the men of the nation of Israel, man. So, like the bishop said, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. See, you really believe that you can possibly rule forever, man. See what I'm saying? You really believe that you will find a way to rule forever. That's not what the scriptures say, man.
Right. Yeah.
The scripture, the kingdom was going to be translated from one people, from the so-called white man, unto another people. Who's the other people? You got it. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, which are the Israelites, by the way. And then after a certain amount of time, you're going to be completely genocide, man.
Yep. Eradicated.
You're going to be completely eradicated. Just like how you're trying to do to the Lord's chosen people, man.
Right.
With your Planned Parenthood, okay? Which is them damn abortions. Yeah. With your GMOs.
Air pollution.
The air pollution, drugs and alcohol, the philosophy.
Yep.
Which is his why. Okay? All right? But Israel's going, and when Israel get the kingdom, ain't going to be no back and forth, man. Ain't going to be no, okay, we're going to rule for 1,000 years. And then the so-called white man gonna rise up and rule again, then he gonna rule for a certain amount of time. Israel. No, this kingdom is an everlasting kingdom.
That's right. That's right.
Have skirmishes here. The Battle of Atlanta.
Yeah.
The battle at Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be none of that
Ain't
shit.
gonna be none of that garbage, man.
It's gonna be a complete domination, man. That's the kingdom of heaven.
It's gonna be an everlasting kingdom, man.
Right.
Bad, bro.
Oh, Con. This is Proverbs 8, just to back up brother's point, how this devil, he's very, very prideful, and how the Lord controls things. It's Proverbs 8 and 13. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh, is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way and the forward mouth. Sounds familiar? You know, we were just speaking on that mouth, and this devil does has a forward mouth on speaking lies and deceits, man. All right? It says, do I hate? Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding, I have strength. By me, kings reign, and princes decree justice. By me, princes rule, and nobles, even all the judges of the earth. All right? And that was the point. So,
The devil don't even understand that. And he set up directly from the Most High. The Most High put the so-called white man in the position of rule. You know, the scripture says he's the basis of men. You know? These devils that have a manifest destiny and these different things, and they think that it's because of their wits and their technological advancements, their cunningness, and their military tactics that allow them to take precedent over all nations.
Right.
They were divinely put in that position from the Heavenly Father, man.
Hey, and it was all divine prophecy, man. Because at the beginning, at the inception of these two nations, they were what? They were in the womb.
Yeah.
So at the birth or the beginning of these two nations, they came out at the same time, Jacob and Esau. But now at the end, who's going to be in the final showdown? Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
So really the Lord set Esau up over Jacob, as he did in the ancient world. He had Esau be what? Born first. You know,
The elder shall serve the
the younger, yep.
From jump, Esau. From jump.
Right.
You was messed up, man.
you was majority jacked up. The Lord had it the way you had the birthright in your possession and lost it. Just like now you got the rulership in your possession and you about to lose it. It's literally two parallel stories, man.
Right.
It's just the beginning, but the scriptures say what? The ending of the thing is better than the beginning. So we at the end of it, and it's more of a better thing for us because we about to get our peace, man.
Right.
You devils been in power for the last 700-800 years since the Renaissance period, and you ain't at peace.
Yeah, right.
The earth, why ain't the earth at peace?
Right. You gotta live by the sword to get it.
You
Yeah.
abuse your liberty, man.
Yeah.
So what? The Lord's gonna take you out of power and set up one that is more profitable over the earth. So really, you really only in power for the sake of prophecy, not because the Lord loves you or the Lord is. He's dealing with you on the left hand side.
Yeah.
See, and Esau, because God had said something about Esau, basically saying that he's trying to basically rule forever. And see, the only way he can do that, what he's doing is, the scripture says that he seeks deep to hide his counsel.
Right.
He knows
Yeah, he knows
why
it's
he's
going
in
down.
power.
Yeah, he
He
knows.
knows why he's in power, but he's also known as the accuser of that devil. So the more he can get Jake to go off, he's figuring the more these niggas go off and they eat good and they don't call it Israel, and the more they don't know they Israel, then the longer I get to stay in power.
Mhm.
So he's trying to continue on the cycle of Jake continuing being at the bottom and being stupid and being, being slave to his system. He can rule until he gets to that point to see, I do the chip. Now, Lord, now you gotta destroy these niggas.
Right.
Because they pledge their allegiance to you. Now, Lord, you gotta deal with us Edomites. That's his plan. We know you. Read Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. We know what you're trying to do.
But that's why he wept bitterly to Isaac.
Yeah, he's trying.
Because he was trying to get Isaac to deal with it.
Yeah,
But see, the whole thing is he's accusing the nation of Israel,
Yep.
so-called niggas Latino America before Yahweh Shai, and he's the one behind all this shit,
Right.
man.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like the Lord don't know, like the elder said. See, he seeks deep to hide his counsel from Yahweh, man.
Slick, man. Thinking
That's
outslick,
it.
trying to outslick the Lord.
Yeah, you try to double
Yeah, throwing rocks and hiding his head.
Yeah, throwing rocks behind his head. Yep.
double whammy. Come on, man. Get the hell out of here, man.
That's
You cannot outslick Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
He created slickness, man.
Right.
He created subtleness, man.
Smooth and slickness.
He created all that, man.
Right.
He created the things that are seen, and he created the hidden things, man. That's not seen, man. So you in the quagmire.
Yeah.
You in the trap, man. There's nothing you could do. The snare and the trap that you set for so-called Latinos and Americans to go off, you caught in that same trap, man. Yeah. It's gonna be caught on him. Yeah. That's what got one.
Points of three. He that liveth forever created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but He. He governs the world with the power of His hand, and all things obey His will. For He is the King of all. By His power, dividing holy things among them. The Heavenly Father ultimately wants to control His own work. Like as we know. Right. And it said all things obey His will. Things include other people.
That's right. Yep. So technically, these devils, like the Elder Tazawam was saying on how they seek deep to hide their counsel. As a matter of fact, let me just hit the scripture. Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? So they're trying to hide their counsel, and at the same time, those evil lying spirits is going back telling the Most High what they're doing.
About them labels, they'll never tell you. They put
I'm gonna give them back.
certain
Right.
They do the ingredients write it a certain way. So they'll say, see, when you look openly, you don't see it. But underhanded, they put them flavorings and chemicals together. And that's how they see it now.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, just like how they create the concept of throwing Jake in prisons. They know that these adverse foods have adverse effects to the mind, which pretty much puts people in a state of, I wouldn't say psychosis, that might be the correct term though, but in a psychotic mindset, and then they create these atrocious acts, but judges will judge them just according to law, not knowing that this devil has pretty much created an environment for these people to do all these different criminal acts, man. You know, that's the devil for you, man.
Yeah, but see, we're not held accountable for that. Because we're not the rulership of the earth, man.
Right.
Esau, you rulership of the earth. So that's on you. You see what I'm saying?
Unjust steward.
Right, the unjust steward. That's on you. That's not on the 12 tribes of Israel, man. That's why Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai gave us His grace and mercy, man. So that when we eat those, now we let agree, okay, there's nothing, no unlawful things in there.
Right.
And then you eat it, but if there's something unlawful in there, we did our job, we check.
Right.
Okay? Now, whatever you doing wickedly and hiding it, that's on your ass, man. You're going to have to pay for that shit,
Yeah,
man.
that underlying.
You're going to have to pay for destroying the earth.
And that's why there ain't gonna be no grace towards
There you go. That's right. There's no grace towards him. Why? Because he committed blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, man. Okay? He said the Lord was a so-called white man. Now, you beat that into the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Prior to the so-called white man coming into rulership, so-called blacks, West Indians and Haitians in the dark Middle Ages wasn't praising no goddamn Caesar Borgias. No white Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you came into rulership, you put the so-called Negroes, West Indian Haitians throughout Europe, throughout West Africa in slavery, and then you beat that shit into it, man. You beat that image into it. This is like Antiochus Epiphanes, man. He wanted to force the so-called Negroes to follow after the ways of the Greeks. Yeah, Hellenism, man. Jake wasn't with that shit, okay? But then, you know, you got certain wicked Negroes.
Yep.
You got certain wicked niggas that say, shit, man, look, all this hell you get, you might as well go on top of that shit, man. You see what I'm saying? You know? Now that the truth is out here, now that the word is being taught by the prophets through the power of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, now so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, now they have no excuse now. Because the prophets have been out there, okay? So now they have no cloak for their sins no more.
The elect also has a way to escape. It's
Exactly.
part of that mindset.
Next verse, real quick. Verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? So in other words, you're thinking that you're turning things upside down, not considering that the Most High is controlling your dumbass. That's why it says it shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. And the clay is made subject to the potter.
Right.
The potter fashions the vessel. The clay doesn't fashion itself. So you're turning the things upside down, really, it's the Lord making you do it.
Right.
So that he can bring judgment on your ass,
Right.
man.
Right.
Okay?
He created you just to bring judgment on your ass,
That's
man.
it.
Run up that tab.
Yeah, the scripture say the Lord created the wicked for the day of evil.
That's right. You got vessels on the honor,
Yep,
which is the nation of Israel, then you got vessels on the dishonor,
yep.
which is Esau, man.
Balance.
That's that perfect balance,
You're
man.
basically a bowling ball.
Yeah,
He
basically.
was made to be knocked down. That's the only reason you served.
You
Be
a chamber
taken down.
pot. You a chamber pot,
A
man.
chamber pot, man.
You take a piss in the shit, man.
Yep.
That's the
draught
vessel
house.
that you. Yup, you're a draught house. That's right.
Yep. I'm gonna finish it off here. It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Yeah, and that's what they're doing now. With this atheism.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe in God, but then you believe in Satan. Well, hold on, Satan is a character in the book of God. So how don't you believe in God, but you believe in Satan? And Satan is found in God's book.
Where you learn about Satan from?
So to show you, Esau is an insane, degenerate, cynical, diabolical demon, man.
Verse.
He's under strong delusion. You think the black woman is delusional? Talk to an Edomite, man.
Yeah.
But that's why.
That's why they're delusional.
The black woman is delusional.
They listen to Esau too
Because
goddamn.
she get everything from the delusional
Right.
Edomite.
Like
So-called white
Like
man.
you speak
Talk
about
to a small hat.
a lot of
Right.
atheists,
Super delusional.
Oh man.
a lot of atheists and Satanists and things of that nature, they worship the image of Baphomet, and they worship the spirits on the left hand side. But you gonna tell me they got spirits on the left hand side, but they don't have spirits on the right hand side? That's confusing.
But
Straight
that shows
through.
you how smart the fucking white man is, right?
Right.
That's just how smart you are. So, you know,
He's so smart.
when those international Jewish small hats, banking families, they know that their demise is at hand, man. They know. But they're so bugged out and drunk, and they're thinking, so proud that they really believe that they're gonna rule forever, man. But the Most High got them. I shall get strong delusions.
Yep.
Choose your delusions, which, you know, you can go into 2/3 of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, but so is a fucking white man,
Yeah,
man.
because the so-called white man is building up a space force
Yeah.
to fight against the Most High. That's the Lord choosing their delusions. you mean to tell me you really think in your mind that you're gonna fight against the Creator? So the Lord is like, all right, let them build up a space force. Let them get aircraft, direct energy weapons. Let them do whatever they want to do. They're gonna find out, man. That's what we coming into the time of the so-called white man finding out.
Yeah.
Okay? Because he ain't found out yet.
Yep.
Because he under a delusion.
Right.
Alright? Is when that delusion is cracked and people can really see themselves and who they are behind that delusion, that's when it sinks in. Okay? When somebody's a bipolar person, they don't realize that they're bipolar.
Right.
Or schizo, they don't realize that they're schizo.
Somebody got to go and get diagnosed.
Right.
Somebody else got to tell them.
And then even when they get diagnosed, they still don't accept the
Right.
fact that they are schizo or bipolar. The only way it's of effect is when they themselves realize I'm fucking bipolar.
Right.
That's what you devils got to do. You got to find out. All right. That's why we out here to tell you. We out here to give you the warning. We ain't even really out here to warn you devils. Okay, we out here to tell you what the Lord is getting ready to do. We out here to warn our people. You only warn somebody that you're trying to help. You ain't warning you goddamn devils or nothing. We're telling you. We're prophesying against you. That's why the Lord said, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. It don't say warn Mount Seir. So we telling you fucking devils, excuse my coarse language, but that's light work compared to what you devils did. The Lord is getting ready to come, and you're going to find out real soon, man. We can't wait. We can't wait, man. We dream about the day that the so-called white man falls out of his power, man. That's when your delusions are going to stop. When it's a reality. You're seeing your fucking kingdom fall, man.
Yeah, with the chains. So when you're outside with the chains on you, it's like Rothschild's fucking naked man to hate.
The chains will be made of vibranium.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the reality. He's gonna finally get this stuff, man. And then he's gonna cry out like the goat.
And the scripture says that even when the judgment comes, they're not going to repent for the murder.
Right.
But that's okay. That's all right. Because like the elder just said, Yahushua, right? He's going to give the judgment to you. And your ass going to face the reality that you ain't shit.
Right.
Right? Real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2:21. Such things did they imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness has blinded them.
Ooh.
So you're blinded by your own wickedness. You're like that character, that little character at the bottom end. He goes down kicking and screaming. He's condemned to an eternal darkness.
That's what he saw.
Like how they banish into like that dark dimension and his ass is
Shadow zone.
Yeah, the shadow zone. You about to be banished to the shadow zone.
Right.
You know? Hey, it says for the judgment, it says there shall be weeping, gnashing of teeth, and darkness.
Bring it out, bro.
Okay? It says, such things they did imagine and were deceived, but their own wickedness has blinded them. As for the mysteries of God, they knew them not.
Yeah, because you know why? You know why your wickedness is blinding you? Because it's mischievous. You think you're getting away with it. That's why it's blinding you.
Sleazy.
But does not the scripture say knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom? See, you think that you're wise, but you're just wise to do evil, fool. You're just a fool. Okay? And that's why you're being blinded by your wickedness, because you don't think you're gonna be held accountable. You don't think nobody see you. Alright? Somebody always watching, man. Even when you think nobody ain't watching. Hey, the angels is recording 24/7, baby.
Yeah.
Alright? They in the meetings, them angels watching them rituals you doing. You got Sonoma County. You got the Bohemian Grove that's getting ready to pop off. If not already, it pops off in July.
Yeah.
You don't think them evil angels gonna take them reports back to the Most High and let the Most High know what the hell you doing? The child sacrificing that's going on out in California. All right, all of the human trafficking rings that goes on amongst you international bankers and you investors. The Lord got your ass, man. It's just a matter of time before he check your bill, man.
Yep.
That's it. He just keep letting you do it. Like they keep bringing you all them drinks. But eventually that bill come out, and then you're expected to pay.
What happened? You get so sloppy drunk, they gotta pick your ass up off the goddamn floor and throw your ass out.
Yep.
What the Lord gonna do?
Get rid of you.
Pick your drunk ass up off of your wickedness and your blindness and throw your ass in the outer darkness.
That's right.
You're gonna be thrown off the throne.
Got it right here.
Okay,
Psalms 50th chapter and 24th verse. Psalms 50th chapter and 21st verse. These things hast thou done. This is what bishops and elders and brothers are talking about, man. All this wickedness you're doing in the earth, man. All the deceit, all the lies. Okay? Have a rulership over the earth, man. Have a rulership over the Lord's chosen people. Which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Putting chemtrails in the air, man. Destroying the minds of the people with your philosophy. Okay? Which is your life. Setting up the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay? These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. So Yahweh kept silence, man. Okay? Right? Because You continue to do all this wickedness, and then now your sins is reaching up to the heavens, man.
Polluting the whole earth.
It's
Yep.
reaching up before the throne of Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Now you want to chip the word. Now you want to be the Most High. It says, and the Most High kept silence on it, man. He didn't bring you down yet. He's still letting them, the Satan, the spiritual demon Satan on the left-hand side, deal with you, man. Okay? The wicked international Jewish banking families, they got a hedge over them right now, man.
Yeah.
They got protection over them now. The Most High is about to take that protection away from them, man. Okay? It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such and one as thyself.
Right.
Because you've been doing all this wickedness for all this long time, man. One generation wickedly died, and another generation is born, and another generation is born, and another generation is born. So like shit.
Lord with me.
Yeah, man, both sides with me.
You thought, you think the Lord is your equal now, man.
Is it what, 600 something? And I remember Greece and Rome wasn't in power for this one.
Right.
They've been in power for a long time.
Yeah, so you really think that the both sides with you, man. You know? It says, but I will reprove thee. There you go. That's the reproof, man.
This is the first. This is
It's
the
the first step of
Yep.
having the prophets. Come out here, man.
The next-
Come out here, man.
The next step is going to be the business.
Right.
Again, slavery.
Yeah, that's right. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eye. Before thine eyes. That's what's happening now, man. Things are being set in order right before your eyes now, man, by having the prophets of the Lord out here. Them international Jewish bankers still have families, man. They shitting on themselves right now, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because hey, these people that you had in slavery, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you just knew that the nation of Israel would never rise up again, man. They said, wait a minute, these niggas gonna rise up? Them niggas and them Native Americans and them Puerto Ricans and them Mexicans. But it's according to prophecy, man. Prophecy is that what? That the prophets of the Lord will come out here and prophesy against Esau, man. And that's exactly what we're doing, man. Prophesying against this wicked kingdom, man. Right. It's telling you the downfall of your rulership. Right, before it even happens. That's what a prophet is. Say something before it happens.
Said in the fifth scripture in Revelation 11, it's named it's the great spirit like into them. Great fear fell upon them that saw them.
Yep, that's right.
Prophet, like the other seven. Brothers woke up, Israelites. Hopefully they woke up. But they saw it. It was violent.
Sending brothers videos to each other. Now, another part of that fear and trembling that the Lord is bringing on the white man is their counsel, their wicked counsel is leaving. That's why the Lord said, go down to thy daily prognosticators, astronomers and astrologers, and their sorcerers and enchanters. And see, so what's happening right now is the Lord is taking away the evil spirits from assisting these guys. So now they're stuck. Now these devils are stuck. They're like, hold on, man. We was once getting answers from Satan.
Right, yeah.
And now,
yeah.
you know, we gotta sacrifice more.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta do a whole lot more to get less. And we was doing a whole lot less to get more.
The same thing you're doing with the money.
Right.
That's what the Lord is doing with your counsels and your wicked consultations.
It's beautiful to see this devil falling, man. Because we have the insight and the vision to see the prophecy. See, the average nigga out here that can't see the devil is falling.
Right.
Because they don't know the prophecy. See, we know the details. So we get a chance to get an inside look.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a behind the scenes from an inside edition or some shit. You get to go inside and you get to see the actual inside exclusive footage.
Right.
That's what the Lord is giving us. He's giving us the inside scoop on the details of how this devil is falling. We seeing bricks. Bricks right now is they looking like a superpower.
Yeah.
They are They are a superpower. Now they're getting ready to add Ethiopia, which Ethiopia is the fastest growing African economy in Africa. Ethiopia is sprawling right now, man. Now you join that economic powerhouse of Africa to who? To Russia. And Ethiopia sits right there on the Horn of Africa, right there in the what's that? The Red Sea.
The Red Sea, yeah.
And as soon as you cross over the Red Sea, it's the Valley of what?
Jehoshaphat. Yeah.
So that's a good war strategy for Russia, China, India to move their troops in there, man.
Yeah.
So this is we all seeing the fall of America right before our eyes. Not to mention, BRICS is creating a gold-backed currency right now that Russia just confirmed 2 days ago that they're creating a gold-backed currency. Not to mention, Ethiopia and Uganda is like this. And you know they just found all that gold down in Uganda, so they could filter all of that gold into into BRICS to make it stronger. So we got to see how this is how America's losing their power. Because another power is rising up, man.
They hating the war right now.
Right. Like I was saying, Ethiopia and Kenya was one of the first countries that when China came into Africa, they was doing
Business, yeah.
They was doing business with. So this relationship has been built for a number of years now. Okay? See, Esau, you have to understand, okay? With absolute power
Corrupts
absolutely. And you were at a state of high absolute power on the earth. But you are wicked. And just as I am corrupt, so is your wickedness, so you corrupt. Okay? You're corrupted. Now you have all the other heathen around about saying, I'm no longer weak, I'm strong. That's what Joel, the third chapter.
Yeah, I hold it. Oh, the spirit, yeah.
Yep, spirit, yep. It's Joel 3 and I'll start at 9. Yeah, it's Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Woo. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war come here. Let them come up.
Right, so all the men of war, okay? All the men of war, we have the Iran Revolutionary Guard. They're being reared up over there in the Middle East. They now are getting access to hypersonic nuclear weapons thanks to the trade with Russia. We have the Russian military, they're being built up. They got hypersonic missiles. We got China, their military being built up. Okay? Then we have the other countries like Pakistan.
Yeah, Pakistan.
Okay? They got nuclear missiles. North Korea. Alright? Japan. Let's go back in Africa. We got Ethiopia. Oh, you can't forget about Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey.
Turkey. Okay, all these countries are now getting their mighty men awoken, and they're getting access to different drones and artillery, mainly from Russia, to do what? So they can go into the Middle East and come and get Babylon the Great.
They get that momentum they needed for years, man.
Yep.
You know, because America has deliberately stifled a lot of those nations that are joining BRICS. They have really a chip on their shoulder before to be honest. You know, a lot of those nations, they really joining because they know that the deception of Babylon, as well as what can come with being with the on the other side, man. Having China and Russia, two top superpowers in joint pretty much military as well as economic efforts, you know, to protect them through the from America, they pretty much feel like they're impervious.
East Coast versus West Coast. I'm worried about Parker Beaky. He's been worried about NATO versus BRICS, man.
Right.
That's the real West Coast, East Coast, West Coast war, man.
Hey, because in the scriptures it tells you Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, and all of their bands with them shall come up against Babylon the Great. You know, so this is forming right before our eyes, man. This is, but you know what? BRICS is still a temporary alliance anyway because they're gonna fall in the Third World War too. When nuclear missiles get let off, it ain't gonna be no superpower standing out. there's going to have to be a superpower that rises up out of that, and that's Israel. Man.
That's right, from Yashar.
Come down from the heaven, because the earth comes through.
There you go. Like John the Revelator said, behold, I see New Jerusalem coming down with the spirit of God, the spirit of the Most High. So that's who's going to overtake the earth, not bricks. Bricks is just being set up temporarily right now just to take down the beast. But simultaneously, bricks is not going to stand. Because you got to remember, once all the nuclear missiles let off, the grid is going to be ruptured. Trade is going to be ruptured. It's going to be so poisonous in the earth. The trade routes are going to be blocked up. So the people that's left behind, there's going to be complete turmoil out here. Especially if you hit these major arteries. Let's say a nuclear missile hit Moscow, Beijing, Tokyo, the UK, different parts of
Cape Town, South Africa.
Cape Town, South Africa. All these different major stronghold cities throughout the world, a lot of them gonna get hit by missiles, man. Okay? Yeah, they gonna get hit by them nukes. So when you destabilize the major financial parts of the world, there is no superpower. Okay? Everything is finished. How you gonna get if you gonna go to a digital world, when the missiles let off, you about to kill the whole digital world. Because how you gonna transfer signals now? You gonna kill the grid. You see? So the only room that's only gonna be left is for spiritual powers. Those with spiritual powers to come and take over rulership and cleanse the earth with the spirit of Yahweh. So you Russians, I know brothers got some good points, but the scripture says also prophesy against Gog and Magog. So although the Lord is using you, He's still prophesying against you, man. The Lord ain't don't love you fucking Russians either.
Edomites, man. If Satan's kingdom be divided against itself, his kingdom cannot stand. So you're not going to be able to have, listen, every kingdom, the reason why Babylon entered the power was because of the power of the Assyrian Empire. They just took over from the Assyrians. Then when it was time for Greece, and then Persia and the Medes, Persia and the Medes just took over from Babylon. And then it went down the line, the Greco Roman. So, even the Dark Ages just took over from pagan Rome. Yeah. So listen, if nuclear weapons destroy the West, the East is not going to stand. The earth is going to be so in turmoil and chaos. The only thing to help build the earth again and rebuild it is for Jerusalem to come out of the heavens, divine intervention, and put things in order.
When Yahweh and King David in the forefront, leading the resurrection.
That's right.
Or not the resurrection, but the first resurrection. Meaning the living with Yahweh for that 1,000 years and that cleansing of the earth. That's the only way the earth stands a chance when that happens. Other than that, if the Most High is not going to send His only begotten Son, which we know that the Lord is going to send His only begotten Son, but hypothetically speaking, if He wasn't going to send His only begotten Son, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a straight up and down rap. You know what I'm saying? So when Yahweh comes back with his something 44,000 and King David, they're going to go throughout the earth first and foremost, severing out men of continual importance. Why? Because these heathens got to clean up the earth. Okay. Next, the kingdom of heaven is going to be established throughout the four corners of the world. New Jerusalem is going to be built, and all the wicked idols, weapons are going to be destroyed. That's the only way this earth stands a chance, man. So you devils, just because you're being raised up right now, like the Lord said, I will put hooks in your jaws, I will turn these back. What's the Lord putting that USSR spirit back on you Russians? Yep, the old Iron Curtain, the United Soviet Socialist Republic of Russia, man. See, the Lord is doing that for a purpose, to bring destruction on America. Once that purpose is served, you Russians is going into captivity too.
That's right, yep.
You Chinese is going into captivity too.
All the heathen.
So although we say the Lord is raising you up, don't get it confused like we on your side. You heathens got hell to pay, man. We just prophesying, man. We ain't speaking on your behalf. yeah, they're going to get you. And they're going to get you because the Lord is going to put them on you, but then the Lord is going to put the elect on their ass. Rightfully so. We want to get all you mother effers for what you did to us as a people. All of you had a hand in this, man. Let's be clear about that.
That's what I said. All the evils, all our evils,
Yes.
shall go into captivity, shall be taken. Yeah, every one of them. They go for the other nations too, all of them. They're gonna be going one more, might be good. God,
Like Fausti's either way, it's kind of just chilling on their own.
Right.
This is Psalms 16th chapter, the 16th verse. Why leap ye high hills? So, these nations, Russia, China, India, BRICS, all these nations, the Arab world, they really believe that they got next. So they're saying, well, shit, you know what? You see America's falling.
Right.
We got our military power. We got to be put in this since everybody's ganging up on America. Guess what? We gonna be the next one. Shit. The Chinese ain't gonna be the next one.
Right.
Some power on the earth.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
It's gonna be the nation of Israel. So the hills represent governments.
Yeah.
It says, why leap ye high hills? These governments. This is the hill, which is Israel, which Yahweh desiring to dwell in. Yea, the Lord, Yahweh, the Lord will dwell in it forever. So you need a nation, just because the Chinese got this and that, East Indians and all that bullshit, man, that don't mean nothing. The Lord is just using you, like Bishop and brothers are saying, to destroy Babylon, which is America. And after that, Yahweh Shah is coming, Israel's ruling, man, forever. So you Arabs jumping around talking about, oh yeah, we gonna be the next ones of the earth. Christianity is failing. Yeah, you Arabs is going right to damn slavery too.
Right. You're going to be some of the first ones, man. Gathered us.
Yeah. The Saudis ain't nothing. But the Saudi ruling family is nothing but a bunch of crypto Amalekites, crypto Jewish people. And a bunch of Edomite. Yeah, but all you either nations, you're going into slavery, man.
That's right.
The scripture saying that nursing fathers and nursing mothers, man. It's out there they went to.
You heathens gonna bring us tributary, all the different parts of the world that the Lord has is going to be untouched. Gonna go and fetch out the treasures and bring you back to the gates of Jerusalem. Yep. You're gonna be getting your ass kicked. Vicious by big people. Because we ain't gonna come back like this.
Yeah.
The Lord, when the Lord bring brothers and sisters down to the spiritual bodies. Oh man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The so-called black and Hispanic women are gonna give you nations hell too.
Yeah.
They're gonna be telling on you left and right. They're gonna be the righteous characters.
Yeah.
They're gonna be doing what the white woman doing, but they can be doing it in righteousness, man. But when the nigga woman, or the black woman, the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna call it the nigga woman. But now she's the nigga woman. But when she get in the kingdom of heaven and she sees how she got tricked by the serpent, she gonna be pissed. Right. So the 2/3, like Apostle McGraw always bring it up, that the 2/3 of the kingdom of heaven is going to be unleashing hell. When they find out all the stuff that they was doing and the wickedness that the spell that they was under, they're going to be straight up and down unleashing them. Okay? So you heathens ain't getting away scot-free. You're just being raised up for a purpose. Okay? And the downfall of America is the downfall of the heathens. Okay? Let's be clear about that, man. The downfall of America equates the downfall of all of you heathens.
That's right.
Because you rose up with America.
Right.
You was in bed with this woman. All right, so don't try to act like you want to step away now. Act like you ain't get infected by this whore. Okay, you was up under the blankets with it too.
It's an Asian outrage.
Outrage.
You know who's a part of Asia? Russia. That's on the Asian country. Japan, North Korea, India. That's all Asia.
Yeah.
So let's be clear about that, man. Remember the scripture say the nations were mad because they they fornicated with it. They drunk the wine of the wrath of fornication. So you nations was fornicating with America. Now you starting to see, oh, they did us wrong. We gonna run over to the Russians. Like we gonna get away. No, you helped America put us in slavery.
You're going down too.
You was a part of the genetically modified food systems that was implemented here in America. You was a part of the religious structures that was established here in America. Islam and all that other crap. You were a part of it, man.
Political structure, keeping us without having actual nation. In Psalms 83,
No, I'm dying. Got it
this
right here.
scripture says what? The scripture says also, it says that basically, y'all are, what it said, y'all are helpers and hoping Babylon and Egypt.
Yep, yep.
Okay? So y'all got to be taken out too.
Rightfully so.
Con.
Heathens ain't done us no good. All right, so we the only purpose you serve is to take down America, which essentially you taking down your goddamn self, man. All right, so just be prepared, man. But that's why the Lord, He calls it the day of the heathen, also, man.
Yeah.
Okay, not only just the Edomites, the vengeance upon the heathens, man. Yeah, all you heathen round about. You know what? Let me get something real quick. I got something real quick. Micah 5:15. And I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. So you can't just limit the Edomites to being the heathens, because the heathen actually goes into the country dwellers. Now that term came about when the borders of Jerusalem was established. That's when that term heathens came about. Because when the borders were established, you had the different lands south of Judah was what? Edom. And then if you go, I believe, southeast, that was Moab. You know, then you had Ammon, you had Japheth, you had all these different lands. North. Then if you went far over, you had the land of the Arabs. Okay, you had the land of Ishmael. Then if you went down into Africa, you had the land of Ham. That was known as the country dwellers. Because they dwelt outside the borders of Israel, man. Okay? That's where the heathen come from. So all the heathen were the other nations, man. The Gentiles, the natural Gentiles. So when the Lord said He's going to execute vengeance and fury upon the heathen, He's talking about you other nations, man. And 2/3 of you, man. Because 2/3 of you are heathens. You're in the heathenistic mindset. You done dwelt among these heathens in their lands. You've adopted their cultures and customs and languages, and it's against the Most High. So the Lord's vengeance is going to be upon you Israelite heathens too.
But it's still, they're Hellenized.
Right.
But they're, Americanized, Westernized, underneath this new Roman Edomite modern American male system. Because look, you have Tiberius Alexander, part of the Roman army. You were an Israelite, or Jew, he was fighting against the Israelites and the Muslims at the time.
Right.
So what do you think will happen to him?
Nah.
You still have Israelites going to be taken away without lovers, as it says in Ezekiel.
Right. Watch it without waiting. Seek love. And trimming your ways, meaning what? You trim the customs of the Most High. All right? You've despised the Lord's heritage, man. And the Lord said we have a goodly heritage, man. It tells us that in the book of Psalms. You despise the heritage, a goodly heritage, to adopt a filthy, nasty way of life, man. So guess what? The Lord is going to be at you, man. Because we have a culture like no other, man. Us as Hebrew Israelites, we got the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And then you forsook that to follow after Buddha and all these other false religions. So the hell with you, 2/3 of you heathens too, man. Yeah.
I want to put one heathen. Can I listen?
Yes.
This is
Stand on this side.
That's the book of Obadiah 1:15. Verse 15 says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head."
Now reward is what? Is a payment. All right? Now you have two rewards that's getting ready to come. You got the reward of the righteous, you got the reward of the wicked. The reward of the wicked is going to come by way of the nuclear missiles, man. That's the ultimate reward. The reward of the righteous is going to come by way of the chariots, man. Salvation. So a reward is a payment. Does not the scripture say the wages of sin is death?
Yep.
Payment. Okay? That's what a reward is. It's a payment. Okay? You reward somebody based upon what they've done or what they didn't do. It's a reward behind that, man. So the reward that the heathen are going to be faced with is you're going to fall out of your power seat and you're going to be destroyed, man. Okay? And then those that remain, you're going to be gathered up and you're going to be led as the first fruits of slavery. Yep.
Verse 16, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually.
All the heathen gonna drink continually, man. Okay? So the Lord is pouring out an everlasting judgment on you heathen. Okay? As like the elder mentioned earlier, it's gonna be an everlasting kingdom, an everlasting world, and the Lord's name is gonna be with us in everlasting. The heathen are gonna always be faced with an everlasting judgment, man. They're always gonna be beneath us in the kingdom of heaven. They'll never rise against us, and they'll always pay us tribute. It would never be a time where we'll tell them, no, you ain't, y'all good. Y'all done paid enough. Y'all done paid y'all dues. The way that the earth is getting ready to be established, ain't no payment for that, man. Ultimately, when Yahweh Shai come back, he helping you goddamn heathens out. Because you trying to, if he don't come back, he won't self-destruct. That's why I say after 1,000 years, the children of men did live. The other nations, man, y'all gonna be able to actually live. So the Lord is coming back to clean the earth up, and you're gonna be a beneficiary of it, man. So let's keep it real. But you're always gonna suffer the reward of what you did to us, man. You always gonna remember it, man. You will never forget what you did to the Hebrew Israelites.
It says, yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they have not been.
Yeah, meaning when it says they shall be as though they had not been, meaning that when they in the kingdom of heaven, they're going to be so low, it's going to be as if they never ruled. It's going to be as if they never was a superpower, a super government.
The kingdom is going to be so far advanced above. And remember too, scripture says in Psalm 126, 127, so the Israel is like in that dream.
Yep,
So
like
them
in the
being
dream.
over us, this is like a nightmare to us.
Yes.
Being in slavery, living this lifestyle, the hustle and bustle and the wage slave lifestyle, this is like a bad dream. But when our people are back in rulership and our people are on the top, okay, these nations, right, it's going to be like they never, rule, because they're going to, like you said, they're going to be so low.
Yep.
And we're going to, our minds going to be so advanced to where it's going to be like,
And
who remembers Babylon?
And another key thing too, it's not going to be any memorabilia left from their kingdom to talk about. It ain't going to be no artifacts. You know how now you could go and you could get the cuneiform of Sennacherib. You know, you can go to a museum and it's in like a case. You can kind of reflect on the ancient Assyrian kingdom. In the kingdom of heaven, you ain't going to know nothing about the Cushite kingdom. You ain't going to know nothing about the height of New York in the roaring 20s. And you was upstairs snorting cocaine out your secretary's ass crack. You ain't going to know nothing about that. You ain't going to know about the Empire State Building. You ain't going to know about the height and the glory of your kingdom because it's going to be eradicated. Then your idols are going to be taken down. So that's how it's going to be as if you would never, because there's not going to be any relics or anything for you to even jog any memory of your existence, man. You're just going to be a heathen.
Like we're gonna have like a Western educational system. You're telling them, y'all was put back in the 1920s.
Right.
You're gonna tell them that.
Yeah, in the pit.
They're gonna learn about ways in the second chapter.
Right.
They'll tell us about Charlemagne and King Henry and how they were black.
Right.
They'll tell them, we got to dig that history up.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be, he's out on the field
Pit.
in the pit working, and he dig up he dig up a old quarter, a quarter.
George Soros. Yeah, this is George Soros, founder father. Yeah, he ain't gonna have be able to direct no type of history, man.
Well, you know, the movie in the first one of the Exodus, right? The whole conflict happened when Charles the Heston character, he had found the
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
And he dug it up, and that ignited that spirit of rebellion. Then he got the white woman, and he was sitting in the
He's on the horse.
And then the other, then he had to sell out apes.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not
They gonna be that.
It ain't gonna be no.
It's gonna be nothing to jog your memory.
It'll be nothing to
See,
jog
the
your
Lord left the comforter for us to jog our memory.
Right.
Okay? That's how we was able to find ourselves. It was through the comforter. And then the Lord raised up, Elder Abba Bivens, and the men, they came up under here, Elder High Priest Yaquab, King Marshall, you had Elder High Priest Ariah, Apostle Tahar, and you can even, mention all the teachers of One West. The seven.
Shia.
Yep. They were still a part of the growth of what we have today. But it all started really with the comfort, the scriptures. And that's why when you read the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter, it tells you that the Lord said, hurt not the blind of the voice. Because this was what was going to be used to jog our memory so we can remember ourselves. In the kingdom of heaven, you ain't going to have shit. Excuse my coarse language, man. But it's not going to be, the Lord said, I will not leave a stone upon another stone, man. The Lord said he was going to lay it even, man. It ain't going to be no hills in America. It ain't going to be a mountain left or the Rockies. It's going to be nothing, man, but dust and chaff. All of that stuff is going to be laid flat. Ain't going to be no lakes. Ain't going to be no rivers. Ain't going to be nothing over here. So what's going to jog your memory? Then when the elect come around, they're going to destroy that statue in Brazil.
Yeah, that's
They're
going
going to
down.
destroy all of your military bases, all of your fighter jets, all of your naval ships. The naval ships are all in the sea. Leviathan going to take them down because he played with the ships. So what are you going to remember yourselves by? Okay? You're going to be known as a heathen. That's all that's going to be drilled in you, is you're a heathen. You are an Edomite. You're a Moabite. You're an Ammonite. That's all you're going to know, man. You're not going to know about the great Chinese dynasties. You ain't going to know none of that crap, man. We're going to know all of that history, and we ain't going to tell you.
All they're going to know is that they're the Edomites. They are basically, that's all they're going to know.
Say somehow,
Yep.
Yeah.
Wrap it up on that stuff.
And the thing about Esau, Esau is going to know that he's Esau. Because he's been running from that name forever, man.
Yep.
Esau been running from that name forever. They be like, Ishashua.
Right.
That's what you're going to be known as, man. You're going to be known as Esau. You've been running from that name forever, man. But you know there's great future judgment for the nation of Esau, man. And then after 1,000 years, you're going to be destroyed, man.
Yep.
You're going to be taken. Ain't going to be no more so-called white people in the earth no more, man.
And the Lord said, as it was done, as they have done, let it be done unto them. Didn't they do that to Jacob? Read Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. Didn't they separate the son from the father and the daughter from the mother? What's going to happen to you? Didn't they beat Jake's name out of them and call them niggas and call them Hebrews and whatever? What's going to happen to you? We're not going to be empowering you. You didn't empower us.
Right here, Obadiah. Verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness.
Upon Mount Zion shall there be deliverance. Okay? And that ties in with Joel 2:32. Okay? Because it says, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord, and the remnants of Zion shall be delivered. Okay? So let's talk about the Israelites. That's it. No heathen, because the whole chapter is cussing the heathen out. Here it is, the cussing the heathen out, but then Zion gets delivered, and the heathen gets delivered. No.
Right, right.
Yeah. No, it don't work that way. Joel the second, Joel the third chapter in the third verse. Let me read this right quick. It says, and they have cast lots for my people.
Right.
Talking about slavery.
Yep.
Who's the they? So-called white man, the Arabs, and you so-called Africans, man. You cast lots for our people, man. Okay? You sold our people to the Grecians, which is the so-called white people, Arabs, and you so-called Africans, man. Who's the Lord's chosen people? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre, Arabs, and Zidon, which is known as Hamites, man, so-called Africans? It says, will ye render me a recompense? Like the Lord said, will you pay me back?
Right.
You know what I'm
Pay
saying?
the Lord back for all
Can't
the
pay
hell
the Lord
you
back
did.
for that hell you did, man. That you did to the Lord chosen people. It says, and if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
That's how they got rich.
Yeah, you got to rich over the fall of
Stolen
Israel.
his riches. Stolen from the temple in 70 AD.
Yup. Yeah. You know when the Babylonians did that, man. It says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters
There you go.
They go slavery again.
into the hand of the children of Judah.
Yep. So you're gonna be separated from your children as you did the children of Judah. And to make a quick point on what the elder was saying, how you gonna pay the Lord? How you gonna reconnect those families that you separated over 200 years ago?
right.
You can't pay the Lord back.
Yeah.
How you gonna restore that family lineage that go back to England, or they go their coat of arms? How are you gonna find that information out?
Right.
How you gonna go? Let's say you ship somebody from Tennessee. You separated their son from a plantation in Tennessee, and you send them up to Maine. And it's 200 years later. How you gonna reconnect him to his family line? Man? We got family all over the world, close to relatives that we don't even know about, man.
Bro,
How are you gonna pay that back, man? How are you gonna pay back the trillions and trillions of free money that you gained off the slave labor?
Right.
How you gonna pay that back?
You damn Arabs. Arabs with your Islam bullshit. Okay?
Yep.
All right? You so-called Africans. Okay? You gonna pay for all that shit, man. You know the Arabs used to cut the hands off of the slave that couldn't continue to walk to be sold in slavery, so nobody would buy them, man. So they cut their fucking hands off and just left them there to die, man. Well, you think you Arabs ain't gonna pay for that?
Right.
Okay? You Muhammad ass sand niggas, man.
Yep.
You camel jockeys.
It's coming, man.
It's coming. Payback is a bitch, man.
Motherfucker, man. That's right. You know, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up on that note, man. That was a good taste tester for you Hebrews, man.
Nine trials will restore all the codexes and the history of the Hawashah coming over here.
So you gonna get this man back to the blacks?
Right.
So-called Mexicans and the Native Americans. Can they get America back?
You gonna break up all this goddamn concrete?
Yeah.
You gonna break all these buildings down and make the land as it once was?
Right.
I don't think so, man. All right. So the Lord is gonna pay you back. So we're gonna go ahead and close it out.
Right, so with that, right, we'll give us an edifying camp. Giving our praises, our glory, our honors unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahusha, Bahasham, Chakadash.
the ones who constantly out to the millstone. Shalom to those who are left out there. Next time, shalom.
Shalom.